The Twitch stream open?
Yeah, because for some strange and odd reason, I've kind of been getting back into Destiny.
Yeah, you should play with Brent.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, he really wants to play the play when what do you call it comes out? House of Wolves.
Oh, House of Wolves. Yeah. Well, that's what's kind of been getting me back. They've been debuting all the stuff that they're gonna have, and it looks like it's not gonna be utter crap. So I don't know. Finish Bloodborne though.
Oh yeah.
Me and Jeff are leaving.
See you guys later. I'm going to bed.
We ready to do this?
Yeah.
Jeff, you got anything this week?
I don't know. I mean,
What are you talking about? You told me you
Maybe.
had 2 things. You told me on Saturday, Ryan, dude, I got 2 things, man. I got so much for the cast.
I didn't say so much. I told you one of the things. I don't think it was cast worthy either.
What's the other thing?
The other thing, I don't know, because at the time, last time I was on, I think since it was unresolved at that time, I thought it was a bigger deal than it was, but it's really not a big deal at all. So I don't know if it's cast worthy. It's just a little something.
This is upsetting.
I know. It is upsetting. I mean, I could tell.
Yeah,
Tell it.
let's just do it. If it's not cast worthy, then nothing on here is really cast
I was
worthy.
gonna say nothing on this cast is any cast worthy.
Yeah, it'll fit right in. Go ahead. Let's start with Jeff. Jeff's here, formerly Incompetent Comic Cabal Cast, currently Mr. Handsome's.
Yeah.
Jeff, how's it going? Me and Jeff had a little date on Saturday night.
It was pretty cute.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys go mini golf?
No, we went to
Get that button-up shirt going.
I wore a button up. We went to the Bane show, and then we got some chicken nuggets afterwards, and then I sent him on his way.
Yeah. It was a very our goodbye was without fanfare.
No.
And I thought we were getting on the same subway, and I was like walking away, and you're like, bye. And I'm like,
Yeah.
see you later.
You were definitely looking for a kiss, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was hoping.
You wanted
it was
something.
Wishful thinking. It was wishful thinking.
You wanted more than a distant goodbye.
I just wanted a firm handshake, maybe like a bro tap, maybe a little beard rub going on.
Mm-hmm.
You
None
ever
of that.
man?
You realize that, right?
I don't believe so.
Pulled his trademark ghost on you, right?
Yeah.
He did, yeah, I know.
He's halfway down the stairs, and I was like down the street. Goodbye.
I mean, the date was going well, but then I had a pocket roll because I thought I was going to get like mule kicked in the balls, and I got an odd number. Little did I know the odd number was.
You
not
rolled a
for the
9.
Mule kick. It was a 9. It was for how my date was going to end. So.
Yeah, you asked me if I had to die, and I was like, dude, I got fucking 3 right here, so we're good to go. Jeff.
When I was on the train going back to New Haven, there was because it was like. This was about 1 in the morning. I got home at like 2:30, so it's like 1 in the morning, and there was on the same car as me 2 parties of like college age kids, and there were these 3 like bro dudes, totally fucking hammered, sitting directly next to me, and they were annoying. And then there were these 2 couples who were singing karaoke while like they were playing music loud and just being obnoxious. But I had my headphones on, so I didn't really care. The conductor comes out. I hear him yelling. He like yelled at them to turn their music off. They're just being drunk and young and stupid.
Sure.
So I don't know how it got to this point, but one of the girls walked to the bathroom, which was directly behind the 3 guys, and they started like talking shit to each other. And then the girl's boyfriend got involved. And then all 7 of them were just like yelling and fighting and going at it. And I turned my headphones off because I was like, I just want to hear this.
Yeah, of course.
See how funny this is.
I do this shit all the time on the subway, dude. If there's like an argument or like a crazy person, I'll leave them on or leave them in my ears, but I'll turn the music up just so I could be like, well, I might as well listen to this shit. I've heard this song before. I haven't heard this crazy person going fucking nuts before, so I'll listen to this for a bit.
And I'm glad I did, because in the middle of it, so 7 people are just yelling, going at it. And one of the dudes says, yo, Toronto's tough, I hear. It's no Baltimore, but it's pretty bad up there. But so this one kid in the middle of all the shouting goes, yeah, I'll suck my dad's dick. And nobody acknowledged it, and they didn't stop, and he like didn't continue on anything else, and they were just like yelling and like pushing and shoving. then they stopped, and like one of the four of them went to a different car, and it was whatever. Like 20 minutes go by, and one of the three dudes passed out. The other two guys are talking. One of them goes, "Do you remember when you said you'd suck your dad's dick?" And the kid was like, "Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why I said that." And
What
the other
the
kid
fuck?
goes, "Yeah, that was weird." And they didn't say a word until they got off the train, like a half hour later.
So that was like some kind of Freudian slip or some shit?
I guess it must have been. I've never been drunk, so I don't know how being drunk works. So I don't know if
Well, I don't
it
think
was
you
just
say-
being drunk.
I don't think you
or-
say I'd suck my dad's dick when you're drunk.
Well,
I don't.
As-
I don't
as-
know.
Oh, wait,
as
hold on.
someone- No, as someone who went through his own drunken college phase at one point in my life, no, you
No.
never say.
Yeah, no, you don't say
And,
that.
and Kyle,
Yeah.
as somebody who sucked his dad's dick, what do you have to say about this?
Kyle, that's not true, is it?
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's not true.
Kyle, that's not true, is it?
It's not true.
That's not true.
that's good.
Was it like
It's good to know.
context to why he yelled it?
No, that's what I don't understand. Because like the argument, I don't know. It obviously started because they were singing karaoke, and then the three guys were kind of like talking shit about them because they were doing that. So it was just a normal drunken like, "You're doing something I don't like. I'm going to confront you. You confronted me. I want to confront you. But I'm a girl, so my boyfriend has to protect me because that's how it works." And it was just one of those arguments. And in the middle of nowhere, yeah, I'll suck my dad's dick.
What the fuck? I don't know, man.
I think this is one of those cases where it might have been a true Freudian slip, where this guy was literally thinking that he wanted to suck his father's penis.
Maybe that's a safe place, and he was feeling
Yeah.
comfortable, and he just wanted to go where he felt comfortable.
Maybe he just has like a really big, like, just major daddy issues and latent homosexuality on top of that, and they finally came out in his drunkest state.
Maybe he was trying to out crazy the crazy.
That's actually
you gotta come hard.
Yeah, sometimes you do
That's-
gotta go all out.
Yeah.
Right.
Accidents will fucking happen, you know?
I
What's
just
crazy-
because I
what's
was
crazier
thinking,
than,
I was
like,
just thinking when that happened, like nobody acknowledged this, and then they did acknowledge it.
But yeah, at some point you do have to, like, if it's your friend, you gotta be like, "Bro, remember when you said that shit? Why did you say that?
Yeah, maybe he was just trying to help him. He's like,
Were you
"Yo,
trying to
let's
out
talk
crazy
this
the
through."
crazy?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Do you really want to know that answer? Because like,
I would.
It can go one of two ways.
If Brent
like,
said that shit, I'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck was that, man?" I wouldn't let it go though. I would never let that go. I would
No,
never
it
fucking.
stopped.
Yeah.
Stop whatever we were doing.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Wait a second, bro. I've never been that mad. I've never been that mad. Are you okay?" I've seen Brent eat fucking someone's socks at a fucking party. He got so mad, and I've never heard him say something like that.
You saw Trent.
I saw Trent eat somebody's fucking socks at a party. He got so angry. So
Well,
do you think Trent Rudley would ever say,
He-
"Yeah"?
he
I'll
was
suck
Trent
your
Trent
Rudley's dead. That man does not exist anymore. I haven't heard or talked to or seen Trent in a long fucking time. It's always Brent when I talk to him.
Brett, when he goes Trent, has been known to yell nonsensical things.
Yeah, for sure. But
So, I
never
mean-
that. Never that.
No.
Never that. You know? I've heard him yell some shit that made me scratch my head a little bit, but never that. I would never let that go. But all right. Go, Jeff, what do you have to tell us this week? We got nothing, buddy.
Man. Okay, so the other thing, it's going to be nothing. You're going to say, "Why did you even bring this up?" Because it isn't anything. But like, last time she was up, and she's coming up in a couple weeks, so I'll be on in a few more weeks.
We're talking about your girlfriend.
Hold
Yeah.
on a second.
Catherine.
Before we go into what you're going to get into,
Right.
let's create some content here. What are you going to do to this girl when she comes down?
Oh man. Like last time we didn't do too much crazy.
We're
stuff,
done.
just pretty vanilla sex.
You're done with the toys, though, right?
I don't know about that
Because
because
that was a fucking disaster.
so we talk every day and we talk about like sex stuff like normal. But this morning, like I wake up and she's just like she's sending me these real fucking raunchy texts. So I was like, all right, I'm fucking in. I'm getting excited for this now because like we got to do some weird shit again.
When is she coming?
Like 2 weeks or a week and a half. May 10th, I think.
She's been coming a lot lately.
This time is shorter than the last few gaps. but then I think it's going to be a while before she comes back.
Let's talk like fucking briefly about.
Right.
We have to talk briefly about the fucking the thing you told me, just the first part.
Oh, if you want. Just
briefly, because it is kind of fucking weird, and I don't know. Like, all right, so I would like to find out what you guys think about this shit. So my understanding of it, Jeff, and please jump in at some point, is your girlfriend's working with somebody. She's working at like Subway, right?
Yeah.
She's working at Subway. Coworker, few hours a week. Coworker's this chick.
Her internship?
Yeah.
Well, this is before.
This is why she left. This is why she left Connecticut, was to go and intern at Subway.
That's right. She's
the sandwich artist.
It takes time to become a real artist. Yeah. But no, when she was doing her internship, she had like a couple side jobs. She worked at like Old Navy for a couple days a week. Subway.
One of them Subway. All right.
Yeah,
so
but now she doesn't work there anymore.
She's working with a chick who she has told Jeff she thought was fucking smoking hot, right?
I didn't word it like that.
What did she say? What were her words? How did she describe how hot this chick is?
Oh, how she described to me?
She described to you this chick that she's working with, her coworker, her sandwich.
She described
coworker.
her as like a 9 or 10 out of 10. And
9 or 10 out of 10, smoking fucking hot. Okay, that's smoking hot.
Right.
All right. At some point during work, boredom struck, and they got into a conversation about sex, and Jeff came up, of course, being her long-distance boyfriend, and I assume this chick asked to see a picture of you, to see what you look like or whatever, just to put a little face to the conversation.
Yeah, because they weren't like real friends, so they weren't even friends on Facebook or anything. They were just, casual coworkers.
Eventually, Catherine not only showed a face picture of Jeff, but also showed a dick shot to her coworker.
Sure did.
Who is, in her mind, a 9 or a 10 out of 10.
Right.
Showed a dick shot, which the response from this coworker was
yummy. Right? So that's an ego booster
to the dick shot.
Some confidence there.
Jeff, was this a fucking full-on, hard-on, throbbing fucking dick shot?
First of all, she tells me this, and I'm like, all right, well, that's a little strange.
With the lighting and the perfect angle.
I've sent Catherine some fucking pictures of my dick that like I would suck. Like
how many?
Made me salivate. Just like holy shit!
All right,
that fucking
Jeff, hold on. This is like one of those I would fuck my dad fucking moments right here.
I have been drinking so much Pepsi with blackberry syrup, and I am just a little tipsy right now.
Jeff, how many dick shots do you think you've taken in your life?
Oh, a lot now.
Is it easier to narrow it down to like the past year? How many dick shots in the past year?
Oh yeah, it's just so many. I wouldn't say so many, because the thing is like.
Wait, put a number on it. Last year, let's say in the last 365 days, how many dick shots have you taken?
Like 50. I don't know. Is that high?
What the?
Yeah, that's kind of high, buddy.
That's fucking high, buddy. And these all go to the same chick, because he's been dating this chick for 14 years.
Yeah, but
how many different angles and little top hats and little shirts can you put on that fucking thing?
Here's real talk. Are you like getting creative, like at week 25, where you just like, I'm gonna shoot this by like an open window with some soft silk,
with the bird landing on the tip?
Yeah.
There used to be this website that one of my old roommates found called Cocks and Frocks, and it was this dude that used to take a picture of his dick wearing doll dresses with like diorama background. So I was not doing that.
How do you take 50? This is like a professional photographer.
At week 40, I guarantee you, Jeff, like, has got the angle, the lighting, the setting, the mood. He has one for shadows. He has one in black and white.
At this point, she's got to be thinking, all right.
She has a fucking
seen this thing by now.
Well, the thing is, like, she sends me so many pictures, right? She just sends a ton all the time. Not all of them are, like, totally nude or whatever, but, she's proud of her body. She's confident. So she sends me pictures. And I'm like, what am I going to send you? Honestly, my body is just this amorphous, weird, pasty, white, hairy, chafed blob. Why do you want to see this?
You do what guys have been doing since the beginning of time, and just say thank you, and you store those pictures.
Yeah, Yeah, you don't
Oh,
send
yeah.
them back. I don't send
Yeah.
them back.
I do, but then she's like, "Where are some selfies?"
There
of
is no
mine?" And
Googlers.
Store them on the
sometimes we're
Googlers cloud.
There's no
Just like
Googlers.
texting, so I'll just
Yeah.
send her a few.
Yeah, but dude, she has 50. How many shots of your dick does she need?
I don't. She does. Well, the thing is, too. This is where I got confused. So she shows this girl a picture of my dick. This girl says "yummy." And I haven't seen a picture of this girl. So like Catherine's like she's like a 9 or a 10. I'm like she has huge tits. I'm like this sounds like a fucking fantastic. I might go to Georgia if things turn out the way I want them to in my head. So I ask her. I'm like I know she doesn't save like even pictures she takes of herself. She deletes. Pictures that I send her, she deletes because she works with sex offenders. So if her phone happens to be out and somebody like swipes it, and it's just she's a professional, so she doesn't save anything. I'm like, why? Like, what picture did you have saved on there? And I'm thinking it's one that I took that was like, you know, fucking rock hard, veins bulging, just like ready to go, just like the 300 fighting off the army, you know.
Mm-hmm. The Xerxes dick.
And then she showed me which one she sent, and it was a half chub. I wasn't even like fully there. Like it was
That fucking that lazy dick is what we call it.
What
The
had happened
lazy
was
fucking won't go to work dick.
I don't want to send a fucking half and half semi-softy, right? This happened because I was just like doing my own thing, jerked off, finished. Then she started sending me pictures. She's like, I want to see your dick. It was like one of the few times she's like, send me a picture of your dick. And I'm like, oh shit. I just exhausted all my resources. Now I got to go back to the mine.
You couldn't have gone to the 49 other photos of your dick and maybe try to sneak one of those through?
Could you have gone to like any internet porn site, just cropped out the dick and sent it?
No, Cam, what? This chick's been dating him for 14 years. She's not gonna fall for a fucking cropped out Googler's dick. It's not gonna work.
In retrospect, Ryan, that's a really good idea.
No.
But I was not thinking of
My
that.
idea or Nakem's idea? Nakem's idea sucks. That's a
No,
terrible
Nakem's idea is
fucking
garbage.
idea.
That's the worst.
That's a terrible idea.
By the way, no,
It's
Let's have a male
it's
position.
not Googlers. But, yeah, we'll do male. That's fine, but I don't approve cropping. No.
of cropping out somebody else's dick and pretending it's yours.
Okay.
It's like clearly not your fucking dick.
You
That's
get
an
like some
uncircumcised
You see like
Hispanic
a
man.
like a six pack behind
yeah.
it.
6-pack black man.
Check it out.
Ugh.
So she shows her this fucking half chub. So I'm like, first of all, I got like fake angry. I was like, why are you showing her this half chub? You have to show her the full fact. You're questioning my masculinity here. So, but then I was thinking, I'm like, wait, if this smoking hot chick thinks that my half chub is like yummy, oh man, show her a full one.
Imagine the full one, right?
It's gonna be magical.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Could
delicious.
you also be thinking that like this girl might just be thinking like, why is this coworker of mine showing me this disgusting half chub? I need to end this conversation as fast as possible, and then just saying something.
Maybe she was talking about one of the subs that she
Yeah.
made. Was yummy.
Oh, that's right.
Like
Maybe she looked past the camera by accident.
that
and was like, cold cut combo,
Pastrami,
yummy.
right?
Yeah.
Yummy. Yeah, that could be it. That makes a lot more sense than looking at your fucking
She
sloppy,
just
lazy
took a
dick.
big old bite of a meatball marinara and there's just sauce
It's like-
dripping down her chin.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Ugh. So, I mean, let me cut to the end of the story a little bit here. You were thinking threesome might happen because Catherine is bisexual, at least
Yes.
to an extent, and you were thinking maybe we could slide into a threesome action here. But
I don't know, but I think I've heard the story before, and it didn't have a good ending.
the threesome story?
Yes.
No, it's a fucking terrible idea. For sure. I mean, I'm so anti-fucking threesome at this point in my life that I'll never fucking do it again. Jeff just fucking dropped from the call, so I'll have to wait for him to come back. Kyle.
Yeah.
Is now a good time for this new segment? Do you want to do a Would You Rather?
Yeah, let's do the Would You Rather.
All right,
Jeff
let's do-
comes in.
Let's do the Would You Rather. Fuck,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to explain it to him, but that's alright.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not that hard.
You want to
Alright.
explain the concept of Would You Rather to any new people that we might have?
No, that's fine. Alright.
Everybody
First-
understands.
Yeah, it's Would You Rather. You pick
We don't
one,
have any
Would
new
You Rather.
people anyways, fuck it.
Yeah. So the first option is to ejaculate or pretty much to do anything sexual, but either sex or like him masturbating right now, or like to masturbate or have sex or anything like that. Pretty much anything where you're gonna ejaculate or get any real sensation, like have an orgasm. You have to be stocked up, and to do that, you have to essentially drink, cum. Oh jeez.
Jeff, it's all right. We're doing a would you rather now.
All right. All I heard was drink cum.
Yeah.
So if you want to do anything sexual, either masturbate, have sex, have an orgasm, you have to drink.
You have to consume, right? You just gotta like whatever you want to come out, you gotta fucking put in.
Whatever would normally come out. Yeah,
right.
You have to that. You can stock up. So say you want to have like 3 in the chamber. You could preferably drink like 3 shots of it. But if you don't have any in there, you're not gonna get up. You don't have any like satisfaction. You won't be able to use your penis in that way at all. And the semen is a human male semen. You don't ever see the person. You don't like know who they are. Like that stuff's never. It's just available to you, but to use it, you have to drink it.
Alright, I mean it's fucking awful, but.
And alright, so the second half is for 8 hours a day, and this can be divided up however you like. You can do 10 minutes on and off, like however you want to divide this 8 hours. You have to have a finger in your butt for 8 hours of the day.
Your finger?
Yes, your finger in your butt for 8 hours a day. You can divide how you want. Ryan was suggesting, like, what if you just did it 8 hours when you went to sleep? But I think the counter to that is if you have your finger in your butt for 8 hours, it's going to take a few days to get that poop smell off that finger.
That poop smell's never coming off that finger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, I mean, you can rotate fingers, you can switch hands, you can go on 20-minute intervals, but 8 hours a day, you gotta have in your butt.
What we've got here is you can't fucking have sex without it first filling up with cum by drinking or consuming it, or you have a finger in your ass for 8 hours a day. That's the would you rather.
Brings up a good point. Which finger? Pinky? Like, do you get to choose the finger?
Yeah, you can switch up fingers. You can tag team it.
So do you have to consume the semen before or after?
Yeah, before.
You have to have it. You have to load it up.
It's like fucking having.
You don't have to do it like you don't have to like. I mean, this could be a situation where if you were about to and you're like, oh shit, I don't have any. I gotta take a time out. But like, you can wake up in the morning, presumably drink like a glass of semen and be okay for like a week or 2 weeks. I don't know.
What are you, Peter North? You need to
casually drink a glass of semen, and you're good for a while.
But
that one is fucking awful. Like that nothing grosses me out more than fucking the thought of that. That is fucking terrible. Yeah. Even if it was like, and it's not even a fucking gay thing. Like even if it was like a chick fucking slime, I would not fucking want to drink that shit. That's fucking awful. Like especially thinking about it like sitting around.
Is it fresh?
It's as fresh as you fucking got it, I guess, right? Yeah, it's semen, man. It's always fresh. I mean, never goes bad.
Well,
like hanging out.
No, I mean,
is it like 3-day-old semen that's just been sitting out on your counter? Or
no.
Is it like?
Where do you get it from, Kyle? Where do you get your semen?
It's delivered to you.
Yeah,
delivered.
It's like a milkman.
There's the milkman.
Like delivered a glass every morning. You can do with it what you wish. Say you don't want to drink it that morning.
Oh, I would never.
Give it to your cat.
I would have so much less sex. I would have sex like probably fucking never again if that was it. Probably never again. But then you wouldn't be able to masturbate either.
So desperate.
No, of course you would. Of course you would.
You would drink it.
Of course you would. You would have to. I mean, are there people that just never have sex or never masturbate? Never masturbate, never have sex?
Yeah.
What are they called?
How many people are those? Is there a lot of those or not many? Is that super rare?
You can probably get
Asexuals,
yourself.
they have no interest in it.
Yeah, you could probably even get yourself sterilized, or not sterilized, but like
What are they? Asexuals?
Yeah,
they have no desire.
How many asexuals are there in the world? Like, can I find out that information?
Tumblr a lot.
How many asexuals in the world? Let's see if fucking Google. 1 in 100 people is asexual, although
I
many
don't
may
believe
not realize they
Yeah.
are.
1%? I thought it would be way less than that.
1%. But he says that many don't realize that they are. So they
How do you
probably...
not realize it?
Well, you
they
probably
It's
don't
societal
want to have
pressures.
sex, but it's like
Yeah.
Kyle. Like, he doesn't want to have sex, but sometimes he will. Like, if Colleen bugs him enough, he'll do it. Kyle, do you think you're are you asexual, Kyle?
No.
At this
I think
point in your
it's-
life?
No,
No,
I
that's
was
it.
lazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
I
you
think
still have
that's-
to jerk off and stuff.
He's just apathetic.
Yeah, I do
I
that.
mean, you go as far as fucking propping a phone up on your toilet so you can jerk off in the shower.
Okay.
Yeah, you're definitely not asexual. No asexual would fucking have a phone propped up with porn on it so they can jerk off through the fucking shower curtain. That's true. Yeah, alright. So 1%. Fuck, man. So for everybody else, it would drive you pretty much crazy, right?
Yeah.
Well, it
and
gets to the point, like, eventually you're going to get so pent up that you're just going to be like, whatever, I'm just going to take a shot. Like, you know, when you have, like, that... You ever go to the emergency room or the hospital and you have to drink that barium shake because you have to get, like, an x-ray or some shit?
Right.
And it just tastes disgusting, but you're just like, fuck, I got to get this done.
Yeah. You could mix it with stuff too, I guess.
But no, do you have to take the semen straight, or could you, like,
It's
Make
just
a
as long as
cupcake
you,
out of
it's just
it.
as long as you take it, right, Kyle?
mix it into some pancake batter? I think I could do that. Like,
There's
if I
a-
didn't-
Yeah,
if
I mean,
couldn't
if you
taste
go
it-
that route,
Yeah,
It's
dude,
easy.
I'd mix it up with like protein shakes or eggs or something like that. Anything, just
Ugh, I wouldn't mix it with eggs. That sounds
Yeah,
terrible
then you
too.
make an
There's
omelet.
two things I don't want to drink. Alright. I thought you were talking about drinking them. I was
'Cause I
like,
think
No,
the most disgusting. The most
those are two
disgusting
things I
part-
fucking have no interest in drinking.
The most
mixed
disgusting
together.
part is the texture, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The texture has to be fucking disgusting.
yeah.
It's like when you get a bowl of Jello and it's kind of sitting there too long, but you have no other snacks in the house, and you're like, I want to watch Family Matters and eat snacks.
That's never happened. Where
That never happened?
no one's ever been like, "Oh, I'll eat this old bowl of Jello." No
You know,
one's
like
ever
the
thought
film
that.
around the end of it. That's how I assume semen is.
Ugh, fucking terrible.
It's old Jello.
All right, or the other one is a finger in the ass, which
It's
I
just
mean,
inconvenient.
it's inconvenient. It's not painful. It's not gonna ruin your life. Your hand's gonna smell fucking terrible, probably all
your
the
hand's
time.
gonna smell all the time. Like you gotta give a
How
But
deep
what does it matter?
How,
You're gonna
how
have
deep
your-
is the finger in the ass?
How deep?
what?
How deep is?
How-
Is that
yeah,
the
like,
question?
How many knuckles? Yeah.
That's a good question, Kyle.
You're gonna get cramps. You're gonna get.
man.
How deep is the finger in your ass?
Because if it's just
Only
like
deep enough. I feel like you can still function. I think you'd be able to like walk. You have to be able to get around. I don't know.
so like
I'm
let's,
looking at my finger.
let's
So
say like
either
a
you
knuckle
walk-
deep.
Let's
you
say
walk around in
One-
public. You got a hand in your ass. That's ruining your day.
so the
So
fucking
then you're like,
halfway
let's do it at
knuckle.
home. Then you get home and you want to relax.
Yeah, but I
but you
think-
can't sit down. You gotta like lay sideways to watch TV. You gotta
Jeff,
think-
you've had a lot of things in your ass.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's fine. I'm
The
worried
finger
about just the
probably-
convenience.
You might even like it.
Not for 8 hours. It'll get.
Yeah, but I think you're missing the like after about like 2 weeks of this. Like there's nothing you're able to do to get that smell off. Like I don't think no matter how
Smells
many
not gonna
fingers
matter
you
because
rotate.
You just
What
use
you're
the
gonna
same
smell
hand.
that?
You just use the same hand, and it's always going to be in your ass. It's just always there. There's never going to be a reason to not have your hand in your ass.
But
I s-
I'm awake for more than 8 hours a day. Like
That's
I imagine at a certain point, like I'll be like, dang, my 8 hours are up. I'm gonna take my fucking ass hand out of my pants and try to live a productive human
Yeah, but how
life.
you gonna like? You can't like touch anybody because they're gonna fucking smell that.
That's kind of my point. By
guys-
the way, I've
Yo,
already
do they
decided I'm
have-
going with the same.
Do they have soap
It's-
like where all of
and-
you guys
and
are?
No,
Emphatically.
I don't think you understand. Like I
There's
worked
not
in a pizza
enough
restaurant
soap.
for like a year and a half.
Right.
And I mean, I was only there 20 hours a week or so, and like the limited amount of like time I used like that raw sausage on the pizza, like for months after I even left that job, like my fingers still smell like that fucking
Really?
shit. Like, yeah, like shit will permeate in your finger, like garlic. Like, you ever get that on your fingers? This is like, but
So Kyle, you're drinking the
Sweat.
semen. That's what you're saying right now is you're gonna drink semen.
I mean, I don't know.
Imagine
but I
before
mean,
that shower every day when
I mean,
you're
that's
loading
the
up
thing,
the
I have
porn on
to
your phone. You got
really cut down the rate of
showers.
yeah.
Just period.
Less shower.
How would you
Yeah,
explain
man.
that? How would you explain that to Colleen? Like when the semen man comes every day.
Right. When the semen man arrives, or your son, you're like, oh, don't drink that. Don't drink that. That's semen man. That's a semen man.
Would this be a curse that you also pass on to your son? Like when you sit him down to have the talk, you're just like, son, we're cursed as a family that whenever we want to orgasm, you need to drink cum.
It's like a werewolf.
Exactly.
It's a curse, Kyle. Kyle, it's like a sexual werewolf. You want that on you? You want to do that to your son?
I mean,
your two sons.
Your two sons.
Come back to like how you could function, and I don't think you could function in society with.
Eventually, you would fucking get used to drinking semen.
Yeah.
Eventually, I mean, it would be awful, but I don't know if I could get it down actually. Well, if you enjoyed it, then you're fucking set, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you're like, fuck yeah.
Guy alive.
Yeah, let's do this shit. I'm gonna go with the finger. I think you do the finger.
Your
while
way
you're
of living is gonna change.
You do the finger while you're asleep. It sucks, but eventually you learn to sleep that way, and then you wear a fucking rubber glove the rest of your life, and the smell does not.
Could you wear
permeate.
a rubber glove while it's inside of you?
No, I don't think so.
There you go.
No, that's not fair. You would keep it in there, then when you fucking get up, you'd put the rubber glove on, you just tell everyone that you have like fucking burned hand or some shit, and you'd put another glove on top of it, and you just live your life like Michael Jackson with the one glove. Right. That's what I would go with. It would suck. It's not an easy life, but it's better than drinking cum, in my opinion.
You're gonna have to like change your diet so much.
You think the consistency? Oh yeah, you couldn't eat food, man, with this fucking.
You couldn't eat
hand.
You can't like eat delicious
food. You got the
food.
glove. You eat with the glove hand.
Oh, you're gonna smell it. It's gonna be fucking. You're gonna smell that like fucking shame because it's gonna be one.
That's
of those
if your fucking asshole is fucking filthy. If you clean your asshole before you go to sleep every night, you might be all right.
But you're gonna have to. Your
you
fingers gonna be
clean
up
the insides,
there.
man.
What do you mean you can't clean it? Yeah, you can. You fucking
clean.
give yourself an enema, and then you go in there with a fucking Q-tip.
Yeah, but what are you gonna have to poop? You're gonna have to poop before you go to bed
tampon or some shit.
I know your poop situation. That's gonna be rough for you.
How do you know my poop situation? How do you know my poop situation?
No, you're not a big pooper. I think stuff's gonna be stuck up there. I think you'd be.
Yeah, maybe. Man, hey, man, listen. That's my choice. It's better than the fucking semen, in my opinion. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. At the straw? No, that'd be worse. Ugh. No, I couldn't do it. I would gag. Like I'm fucking feeling sick thinking about it, especially with the straw. That sounds awful. That's my choice.
It with something.
Jeff, what are you going with?
I'm going with the semen because you could control that more.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you could really like hold off for days.
Yeah, but then eventually that day will come.
Willpower.
I'm saying you take 1 day a year. You get like 10 cups.
Ugh.
And then you're good for a year. I mean, that's a rough day.
10 cups
that's
in
not
that is a rough day. That's a great description of that day.
Why would you drink it straight? Why not like put it into a cake or something like that? Why not just sneak it into
my dude waits for that 1 day and then drinks like a gallon of it, and he's like, all right.
Drink a gallon.
I did it.
Yourself.
What do you tell the What do you tell the parents?
Oh, that nothing to chase fucking jizz like fucking checkers. Holy shit, that is a rough day.
What do you tell the paramedics when they pump your stomach?
I got big plans for this year. Like,
it's gonna be my best year yet.
Subscribe to some sites.
Googler's just launched. We got down this fucking gallon. We're gonna be going hard.
Jeff, you're going with the semen too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So am I.
What the fuck? Really?
You don't think about how much of an impact the 8 hours a day is going to have on your life.
You don't think about...
No matter how you do it.
The fucking dirty, filthy, yellowing, brownish fucking cum that you have to fucking drink.
Brownish.
Yellow, brownish because it's old. Maybe it'll turn greenish. I don't know. If it's homeless. Filthy with a fucking curly fucking pube in the cup.
For a good supply.
I would hope to God that I get like a nice, clean businessman with some weird fetish.
No, what you're gonna get is an old
morning slug,
filthy fucking curly pube stuck in it, and that's what you're gonna get.
But see, here's the thing. Like I said, I wouldn't eat it straight. I would just mix it in with like something else. And
You're not gonna drink the fucking 4 cups like Kyle?
no, Jesus,
And
God,
just party hard with some checkers.
Congeal in like the
I'm not
side of
saying,
your
I'm just
cheek.
saying, you get it out of the way.
Well,
Just,
I saw Ryan eating maple syrup, and that shit got in his beard. Imagine dripping that, just a little drop.
oh, dude, it was the last
Loose
bite of
drop,
that
the
fucking
last
maple syrup
bite.
in the beard. Oh, that fucking sucked. Yo, you know what I was thinking about? This is kind of along the lines of this shit. Is I saw a fucking David Carradine online or whatever, and instantly, obviously, you think about his death, which is the autoerotic asphyxiation death. Yo, how do you fucking die that way? I couldn't find an image of it like that.
You've never seen it?
I understand the idea, right?
There's a picture of it?
There's just like
Yeah,
a blurry
there's a
picture.
of his body.
Yeah, but it's like it's a weird angle and you can't see what's actually going on. But how do you fucking die doing that? Like, what? How do you get yourself in such a position that
'Cause
it
no one else is
accidentally?
around.
Yeah, but accidentally you die. That's what I don't understand.
Because you're supposed to go close to death, I think, when you do it. Or you're supposed
You're
to, like,
supposed
Yeah, you're
close to
supposed to
passing
go
out.
close to passing out because it's supposed to give you a high.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if
they pass
you're-
out.
You don't have a fucking failsafe,
No,
or it just failed, or it doesn't work, or whatever.
maybe they're supposed to.
I
shit.
mean, if you're doing it right, I assume that
Is
there's
there a
probably
right way? Is there a right way to do it?
Well, I'm sure you can like engineer up a set of like pulleys and shit that would kick into action and provide enough slack.
But he's
that
not
the-
off the ground,
yeah.
you know. He's leaning on a fucking closet.
Well, you don't need that much room to hang yourself. Realistically speaking, you could hang yourself off a doorknob and it would be fatal.
How do you do that?
Ugh, that's not the pick.
That pick? No, that's not the right pick. That's
The fuck's-
I mean, that's David Carradine, but that's not
Yeah.
him in his final position. How do you hang yourself on a doorknob? I've seen that shit where you fucking lean back or some shit.
I'm not sure. Like, don't ask me anything about suicide. I'm
Doesn't that seem?
I'm not suicidal or anything like that.
Yeah, but doesn't that
Right.
seem like you'd be able to get out of that position?
Not if you pass out.
Yeah, and you like from what I understand is that when you are trying to kill yourself in that way or whatever, like it's basically you lean forward and you just let your weight stay on your neck and you
Mhm.
pass out fairly quickly from there, and then that you die fairly quickly after that. Like the
Yeah,
whole
'cause
shebang.
it's not like you
5
could
minutes.
last long
Yeah.
without oxygen. So once you pass out and you have no way of stopping it,
Mhm.
you're done.
And then there's other ways you can do it. Like I think that like if you're doing it with a belt, for example, if you lean forward enough, the belt should start tightening itself enough that like even if you lean back, you're still choking yourself. But like most hanging deaths, I know that you're unconscious within like 30 seconds, and then you're dead within 5 minutes.
All right.
It's not a pretty way to go. But
No, certainly not. But I was just trying to figure out, because I know at some point you're gonna start to struggle, because you're gonna realize, oh shit, things are going fucking poorly.
Well, your body will do that. But see, I think the issue is that in his case, anyways, he was probably, or like by the time he started struggling, he was way past the point of no return.
Hmm.
Which is why you probably, if you're going to do it, you probably want to do it with somebody else, or just don't fucking choke yourself while you jack off.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your fucking fetish, then I think you need. I mean, David Carradine. I mean, fuck, man, he had so much money, he probably could have paid anyone to do that shit to him. You know, just to fucking get a prostitute just to choke him while he fucking jerks off.
That's actually not even that good either. Like you need like a licensed medical professional.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're fucking like not trying to. I mean, he's not gonna fucking hire an actual doctor to choke him while he jerks off real quick. Like, the chem's like, if you want to fucking choke yourself while you jerk off, get a professional to help you do it. That's not the case. It's not possible.
I'm just saying, you don't want to die, don't want to take any risks.
Yeah, obviously. Like, everyone that chokes people when you're having sex, you should be super fucking careful, because like you can accidentally fuck somebody up when you do that shit.
Straight up kill them.
Yeah, it's not that hard either. If you like collapse their fucking whatever trachea or some shit, you can fuck them up. That shit's scary, man. Alright, yeah, I was just thinking about that shit, and I was trying to find like a picture, because I just want to see like a drawing of how it fucking happened. But I guess Yeah, you're right. Like, you start to get a little woozy, and then you're not strong enough to help yourself out of the situation that you got yourself in. Either you passed out or you just don't have the strength anymore to fucking save yourself. That's a tough way to fucking get caught. Or to, to die. Or to be found dead, I guess. To die is not that bad. You die jerking off, which might not be that bad if that's what you're into, But to be found that way.
Dick in your hands.
Dick in your hands. Fucking tie around your fucking neck. That's tough.
It's weird because, like, if you Google image search this, which
you have been for the past, like, 10 minutes, yeah.
You're in
a lot of
incognito
these
mode,
dudes.
right?
Oh, shit, man. But a lot of these dudes are in drag. What's the thing with that? Because, like, the drag part has nothing to do with.
I think the drag just makes it more dangerous. Because you got the heels on, right?
I guess, but
it's harder to fucking get a grip on that ground when you got the heels on.
It seems like two fetishes that go hand in hand. I think you could do drag without the autoerotic, but can you do the autoerotic without the drag?
Well, I think there's something about the autoerotic. The asphyxiation part is sort of being powerless, and maybe they associate that with being not a fucking man, but being a female or something like that. Maybe there's some kind of like, like not that female are powerless, but you know what I mean? Like, like submissive, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's something to that effect. Maybe I don't know. It's sort of like I'm supposed to be a fucking strong dude, but I just want to be a tender lady that's being choked, apparently. This is tough, man. That's a tough hand to be dealt if that's your fucking fetish. That's a tough fetish to be dealt with. But, such is fucking life, I suppose. Yo, I was thinking about this. Let me ask you guys a question. I just thought of this today. So imagine if prostitution became legal, okay? So it's government sanctioned, like it's completely fucking legal to, like, prostitution all over the United States. And let's say that brothels open up, right? And it's sanctioned by the government, so they check everything. Like, there's constantly STD tests of clients and of people working there, so everything, we'll say just everything is clean, so that doesn't fucking hold you back from what I'm about to say. We'll say everything's fucking clean, but we'll say blowjobs cost $50. Would you get a blowjob if they're $50 and it was completely legal? Now? I have no idea. I assume it's like 100 or 150 if you want like a good one, Like, yeah, I mean, you could go out and
like the Shrek looking like.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about, like, imagine if they were completely legal, and for $50 you could go get a completely legal, safe, anonymous blowjob. Like, do you think would you do that? Like, I know no one wants to admit that they would cheat on their fucking girl.
Well,
but for $50,
if we're just talking about the circumstance was you were allowed to do this without any personal ramifications, is what you mean?
No, but you still have your girl. So there still is moral ramifications. But it's a $50 fucking blowjob that you could get away scot-fucking free. No one would ever know about it. And you would be $50 out. So it's not like you're spending $300 fucking dollars.
There would be ways for you to get away scot-free paying less than $50 now.
Yeah, but it's so dangerous,
but you just mean like the legality, or?
Yeah, but I mean, there's reasons you wouldn't, right? The morality, obviously, the legality, and then the fucking danger of STDs and shit like that. I'm taking out two of those things. I'm taking out the legality; it's completely legal. I'm taking out the STDs because it's completely safe, and I'm making it $50, so it's kind of cheap. Like, I think
a lot of people would.
At some point, you would be like, I just want to get a fucking blowjob. I don't even care. I don't want to fucking have to talk to this person. I don't want to have to fucking... It's just a completely fucking pleasure thing, and then we're gone. Like, can you imagine? Like, even people that don't cheat, that's a hard fucking thing to pass up. When you're just fucking feeling like in the mood for it. That would be tough not to fucking go. I think.
I don't know, man. I don't want that many dicks in a mouth.
Well, no, I mean, he just said that it's totally, like, for a fact that they're clean. Like, there's no possible way you could get anything.
Still a psychological thing. Like, I don't...
Oh, you think was your girlfriend a virgin when you met her? Well,
Hell no.
and the way you say hell no, I mean that implies that you think she's had more than her
No,
fair
but like
share.
it's the classic Clerks conundrum. Like, she's had less than 37 dicks in her mouth. She's had less than 10 dicks in her mouth.
But this isn't gonna be a girlfriend.
Yeah,
this
this is
is
just.
just-
But it doesn't matter because in my mind, I'd be like, I wonder how many dicks she sucked alone today.
Why would you care?
Because I fucking love my penis. Me and my penis are bros. I wouldn't put him in places that I wouldn't put my fucking hand.
You wouldn't put your hand in this chick's mouth. A couple.
I'll pay
Hold on, let me.
$1 to fist her mouth.
If anyone's listening to this, rewind about 20 minutes when he said he would be drinking fucking cum so that he could jerk off. Listen, man, I'm not saying I would because I think the morality is the reason I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to just because first I would feel bad for the chick because I'd be like, is she in this position because she doesn't want to be and shit like that? Like I don't think I could get off feeling like I'm fucking abusing somebody that doesn't want to be in the situation. So that's why I wouldn't. But I was thinking about that because I was like, fuck, man, that would be such a temptation,
But if it was totally legal,
but still, I mean,
it would be
stripping's
like this
completely.
girl's like, yeah, I want to do this job. Like she would.
Nah, but stripping's completely legal, and a lot of chicks in that situation don't want to be doing it, but they just feel like that's their only option, you know. So there is that aspect of it. That's what would keep me out of it. But I was thinking about how hard. Like, can you imagine if you just knew at any time you could go get a $50 completely fucking legal, completely clean blowjob just to get off, and then you'd be like, all right, I feel good. I'm gonna go back to work. Like, that shit would be fucking tempting. I don't know. I wouldn't do it because...
I'm not saying it would be tempting. I'm just saying it's something I wouldn't be interested in. Just because the number of dicks that were in that mouth before me.
Now, Ken, that's not a valid fucking reason. That is the worst reason.
No, that'd be my reason.
Oh, that's a terrible fucking reason. I mean, I think that's a terrible fucking reason. My reasoning of feeling bad for the chick is a real reason.
You're like her second client. You're good.
Yeah, she's like, this is my third dick ever, Nakem. I'm so excited. Then what would you say?
Well, then that begs the question: why am I there when I've already set my rule of I'm not going to go to these places because
It's a street vendor. You're just walking down the street.
You're just waiting for somebody new to join, and then you're like, all right, it's my turn. It's Nakem's turn to get in there.
Yeah, if they're street vendors and like I've only sucked 3 dicks, then I'd be like, well, for $50 I could be dick number 4.
Alright, I don't know. I was thinking about it today. I thought it was an interesting fucking ethics question. Do we have anything else before we get to comics? Nakem, how's your situation? Your girl good?
It's going.
You been seeing her too much?
I haven't been seeing her at all.
What do you mean?
We're on week 2 of just haven't had time to hang out. She's working pretty much every day now, and she works 12-hour shifts.
That sounds great. Isn't that great for the relationship?
It kind of is, but then
those are his words, not mine. In case anyone's listening, that's like Ryan's an asshole.
We've kind of moved on to the point where we're fighting over text now. And then actually, here we might as well discuss this. Yeah, we might as well discuss this. So I found out recently that she's been keeping a record of all the texts that have pissed her off. So on her phone, she has like a secret folder of just every time I pissed her off. She takes a screenshot and saves it for a later day for whatever reason.
Wait, that's because she wants it to fucking, in case there's a fight, she wants to be able to call up all this shit that's pissed her off.
That's what I'm hearing, anyways.
Oh, she's looking for.
Who the fuck does that? Why? What's the point?
I don't know. Like,
that's so fucking weird.
Everybody I've told that to has just been like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah." At the time, it didn't seem like a big deal. Like I asked her to delete it, and she's like, "Yeah, I've totally deleted it." I'm like, "Good. Let's never speak of this again. It's kind of weird." But everybody else I've talked to has just been like, "No, dude, that's fucked up. Like that is straight up."
That is fucked up, dude. So every time you've pissed her off.
Yes.
She's saved a record of it.
Yes.
Not at the time. Is she like, hey, this is pissing me off, or is it something that she's like, oh, I'm gonna save that and we'll get to it?
No, it's usually like from the few that I got to see, it's usually times that we were actually having a huge ass fight about something stupid.
Yo, Nakem, alright, buddy, I love you, but your relationship is fucking weird, man. It's not good. No. I don't think it's healthy for either of you. That shit sounds fucking like that's something that should never be happening. Like in any relationship, that's not healthy shit, man.
That's what I'm thinking. But like we talked
Start
about
the
it.
countdown.
Put the
May
countdown
1st.
back up. It's
May-
tomorrow,
May
isn't it?
Tomorrow.
Perfect.
I can't do it tomorrow, anyways.
No, tomorrow you're busy.
Well, no, I'm doing it early Mother's Day, so I'm out of town for like the weekend. But
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
Again, that's not a good relationship, bro.
No, dude, like
That's a waste of your fucking time.
it seems kind of weird. And then like on top of the whole not seeing each other anymore, like period. And yeah, it's kind of weird.
Do you think this all stem from you wearing that button up when you went miniature golf?
That's a good question.
You know what?
Do you think the button up?
I think that might have fucked it up.
What kind of stripes
so.
are we talking? Are we talking Brent horizontal stripes? Or are we
They
talking?
were bad.
They're plaid. Okay, well that's not bad. That's fine. That's
It
probably
wasn't a
not
purple
it.
Shirt. You're good.
No.
Yeah, no, Nakam, dude. I mean, listen, we don't know what the fuck is going on, but that shit sounds fucking bad. Like
Yeah.
that sounds like something that you need to get out of because that is probably not even the weirdest shit that she's doing. Like if wait, how did you find out about that?
She let
She
it
might-
slip. Well, we were having a fight. About,
She's like into the fucking collection. This one goes.
that was basically how it went. We were talking because basically what happened was
Into
I wanted to see
Disney
the
Vault.
I wanted to see the Montreal Suns game last Sunday because they were going to get eliminated more than likely. So I was going to go down to see a couple of my friends. We were all going to watch it. She's like, but I thought we were going to hang out. I was like, well, how about we hang out after the game or before? Because I want to see my team. Like, I want to see my team play. And I know she hates hockey, so I wasn't good. Like, I invited her, but I knew she was going to say no anyway, so whatever. And then we got in a fight about that because, again, we hadn't seen each other for a while. And then she's just like, God, you're pissing me off so much. I'm going to keep this I'm saving this conversation with the rest of them. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean the rest of them? And she's like, oh, well, I have, whenever you piss me off, I have special folder on my phone that I keep conversations just in case. And I was just like, no, that's got to go.
Just in case what?
I don't know, like, I guess to bring it up later or to remind herself or whatever, I don't know. And I was just like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up and that's got to go. That's not healthy at all. And,
That's
yeah.
super fucking weird. Yeah, man. I
Maybe
think.
she uses those to masturbate.
Oh, is that possible, Nakam?
I don't know. I don't know.
Angry masturbation? Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
I'm dating,
She's
like,
fucking drilling herself. Fucking
Yeah,
reading
I
the
got
last
a
time
would
you pissed her
rather
off.
For you guys, would you rather have your girlfriend save angry fights or half chubs?
Half
Ooh.
chubs.
half chubs.
Yeah, the angry fights is fucking unhealthy, and that shit is fucking terrible. May 1st. Nakam,
It's tomorrow, buddy.
It is.
it's time to
No,
pull the
there's-
plug, buddy.
there's-
Do it for
there's-
TDOC if nothing else.
Get her on the phone right fucking now. I want to hear this.
She's watching the Avengers right now.
Oh my god, can you imagine if we fucking... Wait, why is she watching without you?
She's working when I'm supposed to go see with a couple of my friends. So she wanted to go see with her sister. Her sister hates me.
Nakam's priorities are fucked up. I'm pretty sure that's what we're
No,
seeing
I
here.
would have if she had said let's go see the Avengers
Nakam's
tonight.
priorities fucking blow.
No,
The
if she had
Chem.
said no, if she had said let's go see the Avengers tonight, I would have been like, yeah, I'm all for that. But it was pretty much stated outright, like, hey, I'm gonna go see the Avengers tonight. Who are you going with? My sister. Guess I can't come? Yes. So I made some plans with some other of my friends, and I was like, well, if you want to come see it again, come see it with us. And she's like, I'm working that day. And I'm like, well, nothing more we can do at that point. So
Listen, everybody that listens to TDOC, you might want to save these fucking MP3s because there's about to be another vault. Once this breakup goes through, we're going to have an angry chick on our hands. Dude, this is a chick. Like, listen, I don't fucking know her, alright? I'm not going to say it. Fuck it. I'm not even going to say it because I don't know her. And it's just going to cause trouble. Not with Nakam, but this is dangerous. This scares me a little bit.
dude,
Nakam,
it's
be
been
very
something-
careful about TDOC, alright? Be very careful, my friend.
It's been something that's been weighing on my mind for a while now. I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Wait, does she know you do this?
The podcast?
I
Yes.
hope not.
Yeah, no, she knows. She knows.
Does she
Oh,
know
boy.
where to find Nakam?
Yeah, she knows where to find it. But the good thing is that I think she listened to one of your back issues, like one of the issues that I wasn't on, where you guys were talking about the latest bang that Ryan had.
We
She was
never
just
talk
like-
about shit like that. It must have been a random.
I don't think we
Yeah,
ever say latest bang.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said latest bang. Welcome to the bang report. What I banged this week. What the fuck did I get my dick into this week?
yeah, but I think she
Some
got.
broadcast.
Yeah, I think she got into one of the
Oh,
ones
shit.
where
Sadly, that is kind of accurate. Like, yeah, I never fucking say it outright like that, but oh fuck
But I
me.
think she got into one of the ones where, like, yeah, you were basically just saying who you were having sex with that week, and she was just like, you guys are just fucking bros, talking bro shit. And then sometimes at the end you sneak in some comic books. I'm never listening to this again. I'm like,
Thank
good.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Yo,
she
Nick
said.
Hem,
She
this
knows.
is such a dangerous thing, bro, because we've had problems in the past talking about females that we were very close to, and some things were said on the podcast that came back to fucking haunt us in a big way. So I'm a little nervous about putting this shit out there, man. Because, alright, let's say you guys break up, alright? She, for some reason, fucking thinks, hey, I'm gonna go back and listen to TDOC, see what the fuck he was talking about, and she finds this shit. That's gotta be scary. A little bit. I mean, you're not saying anything fucking that awful about her, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you're like, basically what you're saying is she saved arguments on her phone.
Mhm.
That's
No,
that's
this-
I mean, that's
this-
not that bad.
This
I
entire
think we
thing.
said bad.
No,
Well,
this
you
is-
said bad things, Ryan.
Yes.
What did I say?
No.
That's unhealthy.
That is unhealthy. Anyone would say that.
It is. Like, even if she's listening to it right now, this was unhealthy.
Oh yeah, no, it's unhealthy for sure. Like I'm not saying anything about her character. I'm just saying that shit's unhealthy.
It's more the May 1st stuff that I'd actually be worried about. Like, you've been fucking thinking about breaking up with me since.
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit of a problem. Are you
Yeah.
okay, Kyle?
I fell on my chair.
Okay,
So,
you're
shocked
right.
by the snooze.
You know
Me
what?
too,
to
buddy.
be perfectly
All right.
frank,
Nick Hem, don't break up with her for a couple weeks just so we can bury this under a couple episodes, buddy.
well, to be perfectly frank and honest with you, I think I'm just gonna hold out until whenever the fuck she moves, and then I'm just gonna let the whole thing kind of just fall apart in its own natural way.
Just make her break up with you. Just be yourself.
Start smoking.
Start smoking, be yourself.
Yeah.
Those are the two things.
Drink a
Yeah.
glass of semen every morning.
In front of her,
Yeah, with eggs. It's not that bad.
straight up raw eggs.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I've had worse.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're good to move on to books. I thought I saw something from fucking Antonio that pissed me off for a second that I wanted to read, but I can't find it now. Oh yeah, RTD is full of shit about threesomes. He'd have one in a heartbeat. Let me address that real quick. I would, if it was with somebody that I didn't like that much. If it's with somebody that I really like, I won't do it again. I'm 75% sure about that. If it's with some chick that I don't like and we're just having fun, fine, yeah, totally. But if it's with somebody that I really want to be around, I don't think I would do it again. And man, I really feel like it fucked everything up, and it's not worth it. It's an awkward experience. It's one of those things that's like, I was thinking about it a couple days ago actually. I'm not sure why, but I was thinking about how I do feel kind of. It's one of those experiences that not many people have, you know? So it's cool that I've had it just because I'll always have that where I've been like, I've done that, so now I don't need to do it again. But it really does fuck things up, I'm pretty sure. Unless you have... I think you really both need to be in the fucking mindset that it's gonna happen and everything will be cool afterwards. But man, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know if I believe that shit. I think it's bad all around. So... I don't know. That's just my advice, yo. If you've fucking done it and it's worked out, fucking God bless, man. But I've yet to hear a story like that where there's no fucking fallout from that shit. There's always fucking fallout. Yeah, that's good. Don't do it, Jeff. If you get a chance to do it, don't fucking do it.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen, so I'm not worried about it.
Fair enough. Jeff had sent an ungodly amount and variety of dick pics in his life. His bisexual girlfriend of 14 years showed it to a hot ass fuck coworker. His call dropped, and they went to Would You Rather's before. Oh, he's just recapping the show. Fuck me. All right. I don't know. I was reading some fucking shit from Catfish Jenny. I thought it was some shit that was gonna really blow our fucking minds. I thought it was gonna blow our fucking minds, and it's really just a recap of the show for somebody that fucking wasn't paying attention. Maybe it was me. All right. I think we're gonna talk about comic books. Jeff, you want to bounce?
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce.
Do we have any? Kyle, did you do what you were gonna do?
Oh, my segment. We can push it next week.
We could do it now if you want to do it.
Well, you want to try it out? I had a few.
We have a ton of fucking books, so if you think it's gonna be long, let's just.
All right, we'll try it with. I'll do 2, and we'll see. I think this is worth going. And we quick. The whole point is there.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Because any longtime listeners of the show know one thing Ryan likes talking about is comic news.
Oh, I love it.
And anything he likes even more is comic book movie news.
Oh, I love comic book movie news. Yeah.
So my idea is to get Ryan's hot take on the newest movie news. Only Ryan.
Oh, here we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I posted in the chat, Ryan. Today, Bryan Singer released the first official images of Jubilee Jean Grey. What's your hot take, Ryan?
Oh shit, a hot take. All right, let me check it out. Hold on. All right, so I'm looking at
toss it in there for you.
X-Men Apocalypse first official Jubilee and Jean Grey photo release. This is it. Just this fucking picture of their faces.
Yep. That's your hot take.
Oh, sorry.
Scroll down a little bit.
Well, we have an Asian Jubilee. She is Asian, right?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. She has always been Asian.
Yeah, she has.
I used to think she was white.
Well,
Why is that? Oh, the cartoon was she just wasn't Asian enough. You think? Yeah, I mean, I know that she's Asian because the Brian Wood Jubilee I saw had like an Asian kid with her, and that made me think she was Asian. All right, so yeah, I mean, it looks good, man. It looks like I mean, it looks like 2 fucking attractive females. They're wearing old school outfits. I assume that this is gonna take place sometime in the 80s or maybe early 90s. Yeah, man. Looks good. These girls look great. Yeah, I think it looks good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Where's the glasses on Jubilee? That's the only thing.
There's
looks really good, man. I can't wait. I seriously can't wait to see more of this.
All right, this is second quick take.
That's first hot take.
The Power Rangers movie was scheduled to come out July 22nd, 2016. It's now been pushed to January 13th, 2017.
Wow.
What's your hot take, Ryan?
Oh man, that's so you're talking about almost like a 6-month push for the
it's a reboot too.
For what?
They just got a new director.
It's a Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, it's a reboot.
Reboot from what? They did one before.
What? Yeah, they had
20 years worth.
It was a Power Rangers movie, or are we talking about the reboot of the TV show, or what's going on?
This is they're making a new movie. They're rebooting it.
I don't remember an original movie.
What? Really? With the ninjas? Where they went to the island, they lost their powers?
Ivan Ooze?
There's two.
You're talking to a guy that fucking has never given a shit about Power Rangers, even as a kid. I just fucking never liked it.
You had a shitty childhood, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, man.
You missed out.
I just never fucking got into it. The pushback, I couldn't care less. I wish it would never come. I really have no interest in it. I will never fucking see it. Yeah, no, I could care less. I don't give a shit if it ever comes out.
That's a hot take.
Hot take.
That's a hot take.
I like this segment. This segment's good, man. This is really good. I want to talk more fucking movie news, dude. This is awesome.
Alright, every week I'll get you like 2 or 3.
Oh, awesome, yeah. Dude, I love this segment. This is my favorite segment. Hot takes.
For the people in chat, how long do you think this is going to take before this gets dropped?
No, this is the only week it's ever going to happen. I hope it goes on, man. I really like it.
It doesn't require much work on my part.
No, and it requires even less on mine.
You guys never finished School Days. You had to sit and watch a fucking 20-minute anime.
School Days is over. That shit was fucking unwatchable, and I couldn't fucking bring myself to watch another fucking minute of that shit. Not another minute. I don't care how cool it gets. I don't care if it's the best shit that's ever been produced. I will never watch another minute of School Days. I'm sorry. Kyle, you could continue if you're into it.
No,
There you go. That's pretty much the TDOC stance.
Well,
Is that noise? That noise that Kyle made is our fucking stance.
Like 3 weeks in a row, Ryan didn't watch it
Yeah.
and called out Ryan on cast about not watching it when full knowledge that I didn't watch it either.
He never watched it either. It was just fuck Ryan for ruining this segment. Fuck Ryan for ruining this segment. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. Imagine if I did come in and watch it, then fucking, you'd be really eating crow on this cast, but you knew I would never fucking do it. I would never bring myself to watch that. Fuck. Alright. Dude, that's a great segment. I applaud you on that. That's fucking awesome. I tried to come up with a new segment. Nikem, maybe we could do this at some point, but I couldn't fucking find any controversial shit this week. But I was thinking we find like one thing that's pissing off comic book nerds that week. Like, you know how there's always that bullshit that pisses everybody off?
Oh, yeah.
That I never give a shit about? Like, I was thinking we could find one thing and then just, like, come down hard on it, but I couldn't find anything this week that's pissing people off. So, that segment died before it even fucking started, so we don't have to worry about that one ending. That's it for this shit. Jeff, you gonna bounce?
Yeah, I'm out.
Alright, I love you, big man.
Aww.
I had fun this weekend.
It was so good. Next time maybe I'll get a goodbye tug.
Your beard looks good.
Thank you.
Alright, buddy. Good luck with your new show, Mr. Handsome's. Premieres on Monday.
Plug it.
Plug it.
Yeah, Distinguished Gentlemen, dgpod.com. We still don't have a website, but there's going to be a show.
Perfect. Alright, man. Yeah, that's enough. Alright, see you, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
You cut that, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm going to try to. This is the final week that we're going to fucking fill this podcast with Convergence talk. Thank God. Dude, I feel like I said some shit this week that I shouldn't have said. Do you think that's the case, or do you think we're okay?
No, I think we're good.
No, not about Convergence, about other shit.
No, you're good.
We're fine, right?
I tuned out a lot.
Yeah, alright, we're fine. Nobody listens to this shit anyways. Right? So who gives a fuck?
Wait, what do you... Alright, yeah, we talk about it later. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything specific, but I was just thinking maybe I said some shit this week that I shouldn't have. Maybe not. Maybe we're fine. Alright, we're fine. Listen, the Rangers lost tonight. I'm a little fucking off kilter. Let me get the books. So this is the last week that we're going to talk about Convergence a lot. But we read a bunch of other books, or at least I did, that aren't Convergence.
Break it up, right?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Should we go... Because we've been doing all Conversion at the end. Should we just do that? How we've been doing it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because nobody gives a shit about Convergence, right? So let's just talk about the other books and then finish with the Convergence shit. Kyle, what did we read this week? We read Pisces.
Yeah.
Pisces, issue number 1 from Image Comics, by Curtis Weeb and Johnny Christmas. Johnny Christmas, the artist from Sheltered.
Yep.
Curtis Weeb, he's written a lot of shit. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Green Wake.
That book about the superhero kids, right?
Danger Club? Or is that something else?
Is that Danger Club?
That's not him.
Are you sure?
Yep. Yeah.
It's probably him. Let's give it to him.
You can give it to him.
It's a good book. Fuck it. He'll take it, right?
He wrote Rat Queens, Peter Panzerfaust.
Rat Queens, Peter Panzerfaust. Yes. Alright, dude, Green Wake's a fucking awesome book. I haven't thought about that book in a while. Pisces is alright, our main character is this dude, what the fuck, let me just find his name. It's fucking like Harris or some shit like that. Dylan. Dylan's our main character. The book starts with him going to the hospital. He's fucked up, but he's there for a girl that apparently... I feel like she was in a car crash or some shit with him, is the sense that I got. That she's in the fucking hospital because of him. I'm not sure why. But he's going to the hospital to check on her condition or to see how she's doing or whatever. He gets to the hospital. He gets fucking confronted by a nurse there, or a doctor or something, and he punches the shit out of him. And then we go into this sort of transition sequence where it's sort of like trippy. It's him sort of floating. It seems like either in space or between fucking time or something like that. And the next scene we have him being pulled out of the water where he's in the army now. and he's in Vietnam or some shit like that. It's him and his friend crash landed in Vietnam. So we went directly from the hospital scene of him getting punched out to him being pulled out of the water in Vietnam after we go through this transitional sort of weird naked space fucking transitional splash page. In Vietnam, his friend ends up getting killed and he's trying to get evac. So he's going to the evac point, and he sort of walks out into the ocean where he's supposed to be getting picked up, and he gets swept up by a wave, and we see him in space afterwards. So I'm not really too sure what to think of what's happening in this book right now. It's sort of, I don't know, it feels like he's stranded in space possibly, and he's remembering all these different events in his life. Maybe that's happening, but it's not 100% clear. Kyle, what did you get from this first issue?
Pretty much that. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot to get outside that. I'm sure there's probably hints going forward.
Right.
But I thought the disorientation was pretty straightforward. I don't feel like there's too many overt clues. So if there was anything, I definitely didn't see it. I think it was just I imagine it's supposed to be confusing, or
yeah, of course, yeah,
jarring in that sense. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know. It's really at the end he says Ruby, so I assume that's the girl from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something with he's a father. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
The back of the issue, which shows the cover for the next issue, looks really fucking sci-fi.
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of maybe aliens or some other type shit might be happening, but this issue, I mean, I got a little bit of sci-fi obviously, but nothing that fucking overt where it was like aliens fucking shit like that. It seemed kind of like a man that was lost or sort of floating in space and remembering normal events that happened in his life, sort of reliving his life. Maybe he's about to die and he's sort of his life is flashing before his eyes, something like that. But it's fucking weird, and I thought the writing was fucking awesome. The scene where he has to make a decision between leaving his friend to the Viet Cong or trying to save him, knowing that he probably couldn't, because it was just him versus a bunch of fucking Vietnamese. That scene was fucking awesome, because his friend is sort of sleeping against a tree. He sees the Vietnamese approaching. He sort of crawls off into the fucking forest and watches them approach his friend and then beat the shit out of him. I thought that scene was really well done. I love fucking Johnny Christmas's art. In Sheltered, it was fucking amazing. I think it looks better here.
Definitely. I think it's colored a lot
yeah,
better.
it's cleaner here. I don't know. It's one of those things where it sort of feels a little bit like it's written for the trade. A lot of these fucking indie books lately, where you don't, we said, you get an entertaining story here, but you don't really get a sense of what the fuck's gonna happen going forward. So it's tough, because it's you spent $3 on it, and I liked it, but I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen going forward. So I'm not sure what I'm getting into. Am I getting into a sci-fi story? Am I getting into just a narrative through this dude's life? I'm not sure what the fuck the book's gonna be about, but I don't know. I like this first issue, so I'll be buying another one.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the pieces that were there were really good. The dialogue was great.
Yeah.
Johnny's art is fucking amazing. And
amazing, yeah.
I mean, there's pieces there. I like that part with him where he leaves his friend. There's those few blank panels, and then there's the bubbles. Yeah, I mean,
it's you're talking about in the darkness when the clicking's happening or some shit? Yeah.
Yeah, and eventually you see bubbles come up. So, I mean, again, I think it's fair to that point. It's probably going to read better in trade, because things like that are probably going to make more sense, a couple issues down the road.
Right.
But, I mean, if it tinges on that more sci-fi stuff, I think it'd be even better. That cover's fucking sick.
Yeah. Nikem, you didn't read this shit, right?
I actually did read a little bit of it.
What did you think? You didn't like it?
Oh, it's not so much that I didn't like this. I'm reading too many books. Like every week, you toss me a sci-fi book like this, and every week I'm kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, the only one I've really stuck with is
8.
the one with. No, I didn't. Fuck no, not 8.
Oh.
The one with
no.
Mark Millar.
Oh yeah, Chrononauts.
Yeah, Chrononauts.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
really the only one.
Let's move on to Mayday, number 1. This is a Black Mask book. I was talking about, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, how I've really enjoyed some of the shit Black Mask have been putting out. Space Riders, We Can Never Go Home. I feel like there's another one that I'm forgetting. This was a fucking miss for me, though. I really did not like this fucking book.
What the fuck happened?
It's about sort of a has-been. A lot of the book is commentary on what it is to be rich and successful as a movie star and maybe not know how to deal with it, or maybe you fucking spend all your money on drugs and hookers, and it sort of felt like commentary on that lifestyle. I'm not sure what the Benicio del Toro shit was about. I have no fucking clue what that was about, but the main part of the story, I guess, is this dude who's a rich director or movie star or some shit, I don't remember. He basically wasted all his money, hasn't done a second follow-up movie. It sort of shows how he's sort of a scumbag. He's living this fucking life where he's doing drugs and stealing his editor's car, his fucking manager's cars, shit like that. He witnesses a murder. It fucks him up, or they think that he murdered her, and they fucking put him in a jail cell for like fucking a day or maybe even a couple hours. He gets out. He winds up at a fucking bar, and the 2 guys that committed the murder, he sees them again, and then he eventually, at the end of the book, spoiler, he fucking kills them. I don't know, I just really didn't give a shit. I didn't like the characters. The art was fucking great. I liked the art a lot, but the story just didn't grip me. The characters are fucking boring, and I didn't like any of them, and I really don't give a shit about the story. And it's like, I can't really handle too much of the commentary about what it is to be rich and to be an asshole and kind of throw it away. Like, I really don't give a shit. That lifestyle doesn't really interest me, and I don't think it's that realistic anyways. So I don't know. I just didn't give a shit about this book. Kyle, what'd you think?
I mean, I see that. I think, well, it's the same writer. So I think that was kind of the issue with, we read, I don't remember, Pop.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the same thing. I did go back and read like all 4 issues together. I think it read a little better, like, because the writer Curtis, or like, it's like that high concept, like almost like early Lescott stuff, like the like social commentary stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think altogether it reads better because it's usually like mixed with sci-fi. I mean, this you see like the just fucking bodies in the, I don't know what you call them, like containment things. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I mean, I see that. I think the people who kind of like this type of story, maybe like early Grant Morrison stuff, like Kill Your Boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. I never liked that shit, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think this is one too. Like, from reading all his previous stuff, I think the bigger idea like fills in the full story. Because outside of that, like, it's kind of one note on that end, but art's fucking great.
I mean, if I was gonna read some kind of book with a successful director that's doing fucked up shit, I would read The Artur. Yeah, like that seems like a better version than me, because that's like completely fucking over the top all the time. And yeah, there's social commentary in there, but it doesn't beat you over the fucking head with it. You know, it surrounds it with completely out of control fucking situations and shit like that. And I don't know, that just reads better to me than watching this guy pout and I don't have any money, or I can't write another movie, like shit like that. I don't give a shit about. We good on that, Nakem?
Yeah, I really got nothing. It's really good art.
Yeah, the art's fucking awesome. Yeah. I assume you guys didn't read Justice League 40?
No, that's actually on my stack.
You sent me today?
Yeah, dude. How sick are those 2 fucking spreads that I sent you?
That's sick. I saw the scene with Metron.
Yeah. I won't get into it too much because Nickam, you should read it. Everyone should read it if you're interested at all in DC. Like, I know that everyone's burned out on fucking DC events or whatever. I don't know if Darkseid War is an event proper.
Dude, I will say this. I bought Justice League 40 because I wanted to support the fact that this was a non-convergence book coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am so fucking sick and tired of convergence that DC could literally package a pile of shit.
And you'd buy it?
Yeah, and I would buy it. If just
Right.
as long as you have that stupid goddamn convergence rating on it.
Let me say this about Justice League 40. If you're a fan of the DC Universe, I think you should fucking buy this shit. It was fucking awesome. It's Metron floating around in his fucking chair. He's going through the history of the DC Universe, going through all the crises, and talking about how every time a universe dies, another one rises up. So it sort of explains the 52 in a way, because it's like universes have to die to be reborn. Like that's what this is. And it sort of talks about how if this universe dies, he thinks that there won't be another. He thinks that there's not enough energy left to create another one. So I mean, whether that's bullshit or not, it is. But it's got Metron in it, who has always been a fucking awesome character for me. It's got his chair, obviously he's floating around in it, and then it has, if you know who the chair used to belong to, it's got the original fucking
Anti-monitor?
The
Is that the
anti-monitor.
review?
Yeah, and he comes pretty fucking hard. He comes fucking hard in this shit. And it talks about how in order for Apocalypse and New Genesis to sort of get along, Metron came up with this idea where he would approach Darkseid and the High Father, and each of them would give him one of their sons, and he would move them to the other planet, so that like the High Father won't destroy Apocalypse because his son lives there, and the same, Darkseid won't destroy New Genesis because his son is there. His son's Orion, and then High Father gives Apocalypse one of his sons. So that shit was kind of fucking cool too, because as Orion is passing by the New Genesis son, I can't remember his fucking name, but that kid's crying, and Orion isn't crying at all. Like, he's hard, and he's like, I'm gonna destroy this planet or some shit like that. It's fucking awesome. If you're interested in DC at all, I think Justice League 40 is a fucking awesome book, and you should pick it up if you're interested in Darkseid War, which you should be.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be one of the few Justice League events.
Dude, the last fucking Justice League arc was really good. Jeff Johns can still write. Like, sometimes he puts out a stinker, but the dude can still fucking write. What, the last Justice League was good?
No, I don't believe that Jeff Johns can still write.
He can write, dude. Read this shit and tell me if you think Jeff Johns can write. It's good, man. It's really good.
Is Lex Luthor still in the Justice League, or have they moved him out yet?
Yeah, he's still in Justice League.
Okay.
Alright. That's Justice League 40. Do we want to talk briefly about Multiversity 2? I don't know if it even makes any sense.
That one yet.
Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, we can talk it. I don't. As any the other Multiversity, I think it's hard to talk about.
It's really hard to talk about, and we're not smart enough to do it.
No, well, I didn't have enough time. I mean,
well, not smart enough, and we haven't invested the fucking time to actually understand it completely, right?
Yeah,
that's why.
I don't think it tied everything together. I don't know if we got kind of an ending. I mean, it had an ending, but it was kind of it felt like almost like to be continued. Yeah,
it did.
But I mean, as anyone, I thought it was really fucking good. It had moments the Etrigan moment was awesome.
Etrigan,
so sick was that.
Fucking written beautifully in this shit. Like, sometimes the rhymes, you're like, all right, we're rhyming, toe with woe, and we're like, all right, that doesn't do anything for me. But Morrison can write some fucking rhymes. Like, this shit is fucking solid. I think it's
as like them just like yelling at him, like, to try and get him to like stop fucking rhyming.
Yeah, they're like, don't let him fucking rhyme. He's a fucking rhymer and shit like that, dude. For $6, I think this is one of the few times I've spent $6 on a comic and felt completely fucking justified. This gives you, if you've been reading Multiversity, I feel like this is a complete fucking payoff. This book is awesome. It's huge. The art is fucking amazing. You get a lot of characters, and they all make sense, and they all have great moments. The Etrigan shit probably stands out as the best. The rabbit, super rabbit shit, whatever his name is fucking awesome in this. The only thing that I didn't understand well, I didn't understand a lot of it, but the one thing that kind of bugged me was the very last page. I didn't fucking get that at all. That completely went over my head. Did you understand that shit at all?
Justice Incarnate?
No, the $800.
Oh, no. That's why I feel like I have to go back to...
That shit I didn't understand at all. So I'm not sure what the fuck I missed, but
Yeah, I don't know if I
maybe
have to
it
go
was
back
the
to
first issue.
Yeah.
I think it was probably something in the first issue. But let me say, for a fucking amazing series, one of the best series I think I've probably ever fucking read, this was a huge payoff. All the shit with Sylvanas, like all the different Sylvanuses,
yeah.
so fucking good.
Like how, like, almost... A lot of it hinged on the Marvel family.
Yeah, man, you saw the fucking, like, straight up Captain America ripoff in this one, too. Like, he's not even trying to hide it at this point. He's got the star and the fucking shield on his back.
Yeah.
And then there's I think there's a Hellboy in here, and one other fucking character that was pretty obvious that I'm fucking... I can't remember who the fuck it was. Oh, Spawn. I think when they come out of the ground, it's Captain America, Spawn, and Hellboy. I'm pretty fucking sure. Because the Hellboy is like a huge demon with a big ass fucking right hand of doom type shit, and then I think Spawn is the other dude in the background. Anyways, fucking completely awesome series. Amazing way to finish it. Kyle, did you read Resident Alien 0?
No.
Listen, me and Brent's favorite fucking small town sci-fi comic is back. Resident Alien Issue 0, the Sam Hain mystery. If you're a fan of that shit, go pick it up. If you're not a fan of it, go buy it. It's about a fucking alien that tries to blend in a small town. Nobody knows he's an alien except for like a couple people that have figured it out. But he's like a fucking doctor in a small town, and he solves mysteries, and it's fucking amazing. The CIA is trying to figure out where he is because they know that he's there, and now some people from his home planet want to come to Earth to fucking, I don't know, do some shit. It's fucking amazing. Go buy it if you haven't read it. Alright, let's talk about Convergence, I guess. We're gonna do this quick. Convergence number 4, should I bother?
Yeah, just do a quick summary and say why you should buy it.
Why you shouldn't?
Yes.
No, you should totally... No, you shouldn't. Convergence 4 is, so that dude that they found underground, that Deimos guy or whatever, you know, the warlock or whatever they found? Do you remember that, Nakem?
Yeah, I
You with me? Alright, anyways. They go down there. He's like, we gotta fucking destroy this city and then everything will be saved. And they're like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess...
do it anyways.
Yeah, fuck it, right? We'll start fighting just because we just met this random fucking dude. We're heroes. Fuck it. So they start fighting, and then at the end, it's like, oh no! Deimos was the bad guy. His name is like fucking Deimos. I'm like, no shit. He's the fucking bad guy. He's like an evil wizard who wants to fucking win the Battle of Convergence so that his city's the only one that lives, or some stupid shit like that. And apparently Dick Grayson's fucking important for some reason. They're like...
Can he walk yet, or...?
Yeah, dude, Telos gave him this fucking goopy metallic so that he can walk. So he can walk. He's hanging out with Telos. They're becoming pretty close, actually. And there's a lot of conversation. Why do we need to do this? Why is this happening? And Telos is like, it has to happen because Brainiac said it has to. And then at the end, Deimos is like, I'm gonna rescue Brainiac, and at the end, Brainiac comes out and he goes, I'll do anything you want as long as you rescue me. So,
for those of you who don't know, I was the second last holdout on Convergence, like the main series Convergence. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm pulling a Kyle.
And like I said to Nakem, just like Convergence, only one can survive.
Yeah.
And it's Ryan.
Ryan is a true believer. He is the DC apologist of this cast.
Yo, I read the
Nice
first... Fuck, man, I read the first email you ever sent us because I thought it would be funny and I thought there would be something in there that we could read on the show. So Nakem's first ever fan email came like in 2013 or some shit. But it says, fuck DC. Essentially, it says, fuck DC. I'm a Marvel fanboy. In that fucking email. So,
it did.
True to form. Let's talk about these Convergence books quick and get the fuck out of here. Kyle, bring one up and we'll talk about it. Anyone that you fucking choose.
Well, what was all ours was Shazam, right?
Shazam, sure. Is that the one we picked as the team?
Yes, it was.
Hope so.
That's weird that we picked that shit.
That
Why
was
did-
a good book.
I know, but why did we pick it? That
Because
doesn't
it's
seem
not-
like...
Again, I went through the previews.
I think it was the creators, wasn't it? Or did you actually look at the
That's why I
reviews?
picked it.
Oh, I don't remember fucking agreeing to this shit, but... Oh,
Yeah,
Jeff
that's-
Parker. Okay, yeah. Alright, that's why. Doc Shaner and Jeff Parker, that sounds like something I would agree to. This is a fucking... I mean, yes, everything takes place in the Dome. Everything we're going to talk about takes place in the fucking Dome. The good ones that stand out are the ones that don't talk about the Dome, that talk the least about the fucking Dome, and this is one of those. This is like a throwback fucking Hardy Boys mystery type shit where we're like... Billy Batson notices that these two dudes that he knows have been acting shady. He follows them underground, and sure enough, it's fucking Sylvanus and some other dude, like, in some kind of... I don't know, they're like pretending to be those fucking guys, and then we have sort of a fight underground where they're solving the crime, they're also winning and saving the day, and it's Billy Batson and Mary and whatever the other fucking little kid is. And Tanya the Tiger shows up, and it's like a fucking throwback.
It's the most throwback. Like
Shazam, feel good superhero book.
If you ever wanted to read like old school Shazam, but you were turned off by, I guess,
It's
like
ugly.
the old like it's ugly.
Yeah, and there's so many words.
This is the fucking way to do it. Like I kind of want them to keep making this book in some form or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of shit where, I mean, me and Kyle talked briefly about it last week, where it's just like old school fucking superhero, just fun adventure comic, and that's what this was, and that's why
Like,
Kyle loved it.
There's a bit of it that actually sounds like old school, like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, like I said,
it
Hardy
wasn't-
Boys type
Yeah,
shit,
exactly.
yeah.
Like, it was him all along, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Yeah, and then just like the ridiculous fucking fight where, it looks like the bad guys are gonna win, then they're gloating, and then out of nowhere comes Tony the Tiger and just punches him in the head, like shit like that. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and the fucking art's amazing, and the writing was spot on, and there's very little Convergence talk. It was one of those things where Mary was like, but the Dome, and Billy's like, it can wait, let's go solve this mystery. And that, like I said, the best Convergence books are the ones that don't talk about the fucking Dome the whole time.
Yeah, well, even like the ends, like where majority of the books have them like, oh, here's who we're fighting. Like this one, I like that. Like shit just was carry on, like without them. Like just came out and like, oh, it's fucking under attack from, I assume, what is it, like Gotham by Gaslight or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Right on.
That's one.
Come on.
What was better than that one? I mean, there's some good ones this week.
Swamp
Yeah,
Thing?
there was.
Swamp Thing?
You
You haven't read it!
It's not gonna be better than this. This is like.
I think it
real
was
book
better
quality.
than that. I think Swamp Thing was real book quality.
I'd be honest with you, I could take either one. I could take Swamp Thing. I could take like an ongoing of that Swamp Thing. I could take
Fucking
an
the
ongoing
Chem.
of this.
Always riding the fence. Justice Society of America. This is fucking Justice Society. You got Jake Garrick, you got Alan Scott, you got fucking Hawkman, and Dr. Fate. When the Dome came down, they all got old. I don't know why. I don't fucking understand it, but apparently their powers of immortality or some shit. They're all fucking old now. They're living life as old people. Shit sucks. They're getting sore walking upstairs. They have trouble sitting. Dr. Fate's in a fucking coma. He's an old dude in a coma. So the Dome lifts. Most of the book is them being old and complaining about it and talking about old times and shit like that. The Dome lifts. Dr. Fate can grant them one more fucking wish. It's like, this is it. We can be young again, but once we do this, we can't go, or like, we're gonna die. This is gonna use up all my wishes. So book ends with them getting their powers back. They're feeling young, and they're gonna do that one more time. They're gonna save the world. Yeah, I mean, if you're one of those people that grew up with these characters, like Alan Scott and fucking Jay Garrick and shit like that, maybe it was cool to be like, all right, we're doing it one more time. These are my boys. Like, let's see it. But for someone that didn't grow up with those characters, and I know that I understand those characters and I like all those characters, but this just didn't, like, I didn't feel any emotional impact when they were old. It didn't affect me. I don't know. So I think I kind of missed it a little bit there.
Let me ask you this. I didn't read this book, but let me ask you this. Did you feel no emotional impact because we've gone through 4 weeks of crappy convergence, or because...
There's not enough time to really care about anything.
Okay.
But page 2, they're old, and I was like, oh, that was sudden. You know? I don't know.
At least they didn't waste any fucking time.
Amen. You know, we're too old for that shit. So whatever. That's just Society of America. It was fine. It wasn't that good. World's Finest. Did you read this, Nikem?
Yes, I did.
This is a fucking hunk of shit.
Oh.
Did not like it. So much fucking exposition.
That was Supergirl. Or
No. This was the fucking comic book doodler. Jar. He's like the comic book dude, and he meets up with a guy that rides a fucking Pegasus.
I didn't actually hate this.
This was, it wasn't awful, okay, but there was so much exposition.
Nice. Yes, it was. The whole book was basically exposition. Let's
so much. Like there's a page that I opened, and I was just like, no, I can't.
It was nice to see a book that didn't give a shit about the superheroes and was looking at the whole thing at the perspective of some guy who's basically just there.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was. I enjoyed the book. Like, again, my expectations are so low that if you can do anything, I will gladly read your book and I will pretend like I enjoyed it, or I'll force myself to enjoy it. You're right. It's exposition heavy, but it's interesting to see like the whole shit coming from him. And doesn't he start talking about like the crisis?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking of another book? Yeah. See, that's another part that I really liked, is that they started off with, they were talking about like the whole crisis stuff, because this is all pre-crisis.
Right.
And he's just like, yeah, shit was fucked up before the dome, and then the dome came down, and it's even worse. What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
So.
All right. So that's World Finest. Whatever.
Take, yeah.
This is Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters. This is your boy Plastic Man, you know, Uncle Sam, the Human Bomb, Doll Man, Phantom Lady, fucking Ray. They live in Nazi... Alright, so this is a world where the Nazis won. New York City, Earth X. Kyle, did you read this one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright, Kyle, I don't know which ones you picked. Don't say it like I know which ones you picked. This is them trapped in New York City. The Nazis... Now that there's no superheroes in New York City, they can finally get a foothold and make it Nazi New York City. So that's what we see. They capture the Freedom Fighters, put them in the dungeon. They're powerless. Dome lifts eventually. Their powers are back, and now we're going to see the Freedom Fighters fight whoever they need to fight. I guess it's the fucking Future's End fucking robot Batman and this bad Nazi super villain that they've been living with. The Silver Ghost. This one was actually pretty fucking good, though. The art was amazing. I love the Freedom Fighters. I've always fucking loved the Freedom Fighters. Human Bomb is one of my favorite superheroes. But it's cool seeing this version of New York City where the Nazis are fucking ruling the thing and having... like, there's something really cool about Nazis taking over New York City, and then this small group of superheroes that I've always fucking liked. Although Plastic Man, I never remember being part of the Freedom Fighters, but having them have to fight for New York City from the inside is a cool story, and I liked it a lot.
Fit in really nicely there.
No, he totally did. Yeah. I just wonder, was he always part of the Freedom Fighters? Am I fucking wrong about that, or?
I don't know. It's in the back. I think it was for a little.
Yeah, he might have been. I mean, I don't remember the old Freedom Fighter shit. I just read the new shit by Paul Miotti and Justin Gray.
I like this one. Again, this one didn't take the normal like formula. I like that it like went back in the past and like pretty much told like the year, and like they're pretty like tongue-in-cheek about it too. Like, yeah, I bet you want to know more all about the dome, but he's like, fuck that. Like, I'll tell you about what happened before. Like, I thought that shit was clever. And it's fucking good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Did you notice the Dead Kennedy lyrics on that was being painted everywhere? It wasn't Nazi punk go home, but it was Nazis go home.
Yep. It was fun. It was awesome. I felt like it was kind of like Kyle said. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek shit going on.
This one up.
Yeah.
Stuck a hot dog of a Nazi's butt.
Yeah. Stuck about
fucking plane or blimp.
Infinity Inc. This is another one of Kyle's books. I believe.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
Infinity Inc. is a superhero team that I've fucking honestly never heard of. I've never fucking heard of them until I read this fucking book. They were mentioned in a couple other books, but it's easy for me to get fucking pulled into a superhero team if you have interesting characters that can actually interact with each other. And there's a lot of interaction between the characters in this. You know, there's a sister and her brother, and they're talking about how their father left or some shit like that. Like there's emotional scenes in here that worked immediately in this first issue. And they're all interesting characters, and at the end seeing, oh, this was the fucking best. Seeing, you know, Jonah Hex and these fucking really strange group of fucking, I guess, heroes, maybe anti-heroes, that they're going to have to fight at the end was fucking amazing. Jonah Hex is an awesome character that we don't see enough of.
This is like a different one, right? Like, this is the Atlanta, Georgia timeline.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck it is. But.
Yeah. But, dude, I don't know, man. I was fucking really pumped about this book. This is a book that if they printed more, like, going forward, they were like, hey, we're going to start up Infinity Inc. #1, I would fucking pick it up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, this was, I said the characters were really good. And reference enough, like, I didn't really have to know who they were. Like, I figured out, like, their general personality and shit, and then I don't know who this fucking Jonah Hex is, but this one's pretty badass.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awesome. And the art was so fucking different than a lot of the other books that we've seen. Like this, it really stood out. I guess the art's by Ben Caldwell, but I like it a lot. Yeah, I dug this one. Nakem.
It followed the same kind of arc of all the other Convergence books, so I kind of liked it.
But the characters are so cool.
They were. I'm just, again, if they had put this book out like week 1, I'd have been all over it. I'm just burned out.
No, week 1, they could have put out one of the greatest books of all time, and I think you would have still shit on it. You had a fucking bad week 1. If that came out week 1, you would have never fucking picked it, so you would have never known.
Yeah, that's true.
So it wasn't fucking Catwoman. Detective Comics. Holy shit, I don't remember this at all. Okay, no, this is Nightwing and Huntress from
but it really is
Earth 2?
No, it's Nightwing and Huntress from Earth 2.
Yeah, pre-Crisis Earth 2 Metropolis.
Yep, and then on the other hand, you have Superman from... Fuck, what the hell is that book?
That Russia fucking Red Sun.
Yeah, Red Sun, there we go.
Yeah. This shit was kind of fucking awesome, actually. This is Nightwing and Huntress. I love the fucking interaction between the characters. Nightwing refusing to wear the cowl because he has too much respect for Huntress's father. Huntress is like, yo, put the fucking cowl on, dude. He would want you to wear it. And he's like, I won't wear it. I don't want to fucking wear that shit. So I'm going to wear this, goofy-looking fucking Robin hybrid outfit.
And then fucking Superman, like Russian Superman, coming down and trying to talk to them. Like, yo, we got a problem here.
Yeah, let's not fight. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, let's figure this out. And then Huntress being a dick and being like, nope, gonna kill you. But, like, I just also want to point out this was the only fucking issue of a Convergence book where the two sides have met officially and interacted together. They did so much story in 20 pages? Mm-hmm. It was so good.
Dude, this is another Len Wein book, and I thought he fucking nailed it again, dude. I want to read more of this dude's work. He did Swamp Thing, if you remember last week, me praising that shit. It had a lot of the same type of, I guess, I don't know what you call it, like third-person narrative or some shit, where it would describe the events, but it's not from either of the characters we're reading. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like, so Nightwing gets in the car, and it was like, he sits in the car next to her, and... you know, blah, 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 or whatever. Like, that kind of shit was interesting. You don't see it a lot in superhero comics.
You know, the one thing I actually really, really did like about this book? So Superman in his world is pretty much he's lying to, like, his people, being like, I put the dome up because we're going to get attacked by aliens.
Right, yeah. Was that in this one? I thought that was in a different one, but yeah.
No, that was this one. This was Russian Superman. And then he has to, like, fake the fact that he still has his powers to... like placate his people. Yeah,
they put him in this harness so that he gets pulled up in a helicopter, so they think he's flying. That was super cool, and it kind of speaks to the like a little bit to the propaganda and that we're to believe that communists are all about
And
that propaganda.
And they literally did all that while they were still giving a complete story about Dick and. Like,
you love Dick. You gotta admit.
Yeah.
You do. You love Dick.
I can't get enough of Dick. If I can get Dick in every book.
Yeah.
I just want Dick popping out of the page.
Right. Because you do love Dick. No, but this was fucking awesome. It's one of my favorites, I think, of the whole Convergence.
Mm-hmm.
Booster Gold. This is written by Dan Jurgens. You said you hated this one?
I didn't read it.
Oh, okay. It's fine because this one's super fucking confusing. It really made me feel like I was missing something. Like maybe I was missing information from. It kind of referred back to the Future's End Booster Gold's one shot, I guess, that I definitely missed. It's weird. It's Booster Gold sort of jumping through the timeline where he's not even in the dome, I don't think, for half of it. He's sort of jumping from time to time. He meets a future Booster Gold and his son. It's super confusing. I would sound like a fucking idiot if I talked about it because I really didn't understand it. It was okay, but I think I missed some kind of information at some point. Action Comics. We have fucking 2 more after this, so.
Didn't read this one either.
This is Superman and Lois Lane from pre-crisis Earth 2 Metropolis. They're living a life where everybody, because he's just Clark Kent now and she's just Lois Lane, but everybody knows he's Superman, so he's like getting autographs as he's walking around, and then it parallels their lives with the lives of the Red Sun, Superman, and Wonder Woman, who are hanging out with Stalin and Lex Luthor. I guess Lex Luthor, I didn't read Red Sun, but apparently he's like a sleeper agent for America, and he's sort of spying on the Russians by pretending to be an ally of theirs, which is kind of interesting. I don't know, this is kind of a fucking snoozer though, so you didn't miss much. 2 more. We have Blue Beetle.
Didn't read it.
Fuck, man, this is Blue Beetle question. I want to say, who is this guy? Shit. Captain Atom, I believe.
And it's written by Lobdell. Didn't read it.
It's written by Lobdell. The art is super fucking Japanese. It feels kind of manga-esque. Not completely. It still has like an American feel to it, but it looks sort of influenced by Japanese manga. It was okay. It's actually pretty good. The interaction between Blue Beetle and the other two are cool. Captain Atom gets his fucking powers briefly, and then he tries to fly and then loses them, and I don't know. There's some funny parts in it, whatever. The last book, Crime Syndicate.
Read it.
This is...
Kyle, you read this too, right?
Nah, I picked it. I forgot that I picked it.
By Brian Bucaletta. Yeah, the art was fucking awesome. So did Crime... See, this is my fucking... There's so much DC backstory and universe that sometimes when I read stuff, like when I read Crime Syndicate in whatever it was, Forever Evil or some shit, I thought Jeff Johns invented them for that, but they've been around for a while apparently, right?
Yeah, well, because they were in...
Kyle, don't fucking act like you know everything and I'm some fucking idiot over here.
But I mean, I knew that they've been around for...
Kyle, I didn't know it.
I didn't know they went this far back, but... Because they're in that one... I can't think of the name of it.
Go ahead, Kyle. We'll wait.
There's even a whole animated movie with them. I can't think of the name of the...
Oh, I definitely haven't seen an anime. If you were paying attention to our new segment, you know that I fucking haven't seen that shit. So there's no surprise that I didn't know. I thought that he came up with them. I didn't know that they were from an actual fucking old school shit. So this is so we have the Crime Syndicate. They're powerless, obviously, but they're all like sort of bad dudes. They're like, criminals, I guess, supervillains. Lois Lane, yeah, they have a Crime Syndicate. Lois Lane, who is Wonder Woman of some sort, the Wonder Woman fucking copy or whatever. She's going to be put to death in death row. So the other characters in the Crime Syndicate want to break her out. They have no powers, so they're just gonna fucking do it old school with guns and shit like that. So, as they're breaking into prison to break her out, they run into the Flash Rogue Gallery, fucking Captain fucking Frosty or whatever the fuck his name is, and Mirror Man and all those dudes, and they fight off the crime syndicate. And our other story that's going on at the same time, we have the characters from 853rd Century Metropolis. We have Superman, Batman, fucking the Flash, Wonder Woman, shit like that. And it kind of shows the difference between their lives, which they're like, alright, we're going to kill these cops and break out Wonder Woman, and then the righteousness of the other Justice League in the future. And Batman wants to kill, I think, Lex Luthor or some shit like that, and Superman's like, no, dude, we don't kill. Like, we never fucking kill. So it's going to pit those two against each other. It was cool because the crime syndicate, Wonder Woman, does get electrocuted to death, and seeing Owlman's reaction to that was pretty fucking awesome.
I was actually kind of shocked that they did it.
Yeah, me too, but, I mean, what the fuck, right? Why not? Like, everybody should be doing this in their books. They should be killing characters because nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, just blank. I think that's what we're going to get issue 2. Shame I'm not going to be around to read most of it.
Yeah, totally. But this is a good one. I like this one. It wasn't my favorite or whatever, but it was fucking... I wasn't pissed off, and I actually enjoyed it.
You know what this actually pissed me off about? You know how at the end of Forever Evil, Owlman was still around?
Yeah.
Why haven't they fucking done anything with Owlman?
But he's stuck in our universe?
Yeah, he's stuck in our universe.
Our universe.
Yeah, well, he's stuck in the mainline DC universe, and they haven't done shit with him.
He'll come back.
He will, but he should have come back. Like, I'm sorry. There's enough. Like, I know we're not going to talk about it, but Batman was really good this week, and do you know the concept of Chekhov's gun?
No.
Like when you introduce a gun in a storyline.
Oh yeah, you have to use it.
Like not the next scene, but you need to use it before the movie's out or whatever.
I don't know, man. I like the idea of just leaving shit behind in stories so that sometime in the future you can be like, oh shit, remember that? And then you're like, oh fuck.
It's been like a year. I think Owlman would fuck shit up. This is completely irrelevant to the book. The book is good.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm just saying, like, it just reminded me that Owlman's still in our universe and they haven't done anything with him.
Eventually that'll be used. Jeff Johns does shit like that though.
I hope so.
He likes to tie things back in.
God, I hope so.
Yo, read Justice League 40.
It's in my pile.
Oh,
it's like
so good.
It's on top of my pile, so it's gonna be the first book I get to.
Fuck, I loved it. Alright, that's it for this week, guys. I feel like I fucked up this. I feel like I said something I shouldn't have said. I can't remember what the fuck it was, though. Hopefully not. I'm a little worried about Nakem's girlfriend and the wrath of that shit.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Though, if you don't see me for the next couple of weeks, I'm dead. Call the Canadian police.
You're either dead or somebody paid us $50.
Oh, yeah, that one, too.
Whichever comes first.
We wrap Convergence, and next week is Secret Wars.
That's it for Convergence.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's gonna start next week.
Fuck yeah.
Secret Wars #1.
I dropped $80 at the shop today. Or Wednesday.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah. I'm not happy about that shit. It's a lot of money.
I can finally start dropping DC books, and I can go right back to my boy Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I have about 8 issues of Avengers, the new Avengers 3.
Yeah, me too. I have a
I'm
ton.
excited. I've been stockpiling them.
How are we gonna do the tie-in stuff, or are we just gonna ignore it and just do the main line?
I say we just do the ones that are interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and it doesn't start for a little bit. Next week's just one.
Alright.
It's a real book. Hickman and Assad Ribic.
Right. Alright, that's it for this week, guys. I'm
Alrighty.
happy to be done with Convergence. There's
Yeah,
a couple
too.
that I'm gonna continue.
I want to point out this is the first time TDOC has ever, well, apart from your new 52 stuff, this is the first time TDOC has ever done something and stuck with it.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah. We didn't crap out halfway. Except for Convergence, mainline, that was terrible.
Ryan didn't crap out.
you took us to the end.
Ryan held strong.
To the end, it's going eight issues.
Well,
Yeah,
no need to
right.
read number 2s. We only read number 1s on this cast. You know
No,
that.
but are you going to read Convergence all the way to number 8?
Oh, I'm reading all 8 of the main ones, for sure. Yeah, totally. I'm definitely going to read it, because if I'm going to read DC books, I just want to know what happened.
Oof.
Yo, I was going to read it no matter what. Even if we only talked about the first one, I would still be reading all 8 of these.
Oof.
'Cause I'm a DC fanboy. There has to be one, and it's me. Alright. That's
Alright.
it. I'm seeing Avengers tomorrow night. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. Maybe we'll get a hot
Hot take.
Hot movie
A
take.
little hot take on it. I might give you a hot take if you pay attention next week. Might come at you. All right, thanks
Alrighty.
for listening.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Be in there with our Daredevil take one of these days.